Let's go.
Man. Just want to let everybody know, this is a tough day for me, man. I've been a Melo fan since 2003. The draft, big draft, got LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Paul. I don't know why they took Darko at number 2. They should have taken my man Melo at number 2. He would have been with the Pistons. He would have been with Richard Hamilton, Billups, and they would have won a ring.
Yeah, that would have been.
But it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, that would have been.
They shipped my boy from Syracuse to the Denver to the Rockies. But I was always a fan of Melo. I said he was a once-in-a-generation type scorer.
I get it. You're a big fan of Melo. The last video, if you guys caught the Broke Chip Challenge, which was amazing, you understand why Stan is a fan of Melo. He got the Denver Nuggets jersey on here. He got the New York Knicks jersey on here. But he ain't got no OKC jersey on here. What's going on, bro? Where's the OKC jersey, man? He's with the Thunder. Where's the OKC jersey, brother?
There's a reason for that.
Oh, man.
This was Carmelo Anthony. I don't know who the hell that beige dude is in OKC. I don't recognize him. I don't know who he is. He went from beige to transparent when he went to OKC. I don't see him. And who else don't see him? Westbrook don't see him. The fans don't see him. The ball don't see him.
The ball definitely don't see him. Westbrook don't see nobody, man. That's what's.
Hey, at least he recognized Paul George is faint in the corner. Carmelo Anthony is getting benched in the fourth quarter. Yeah. He's a liability on the court. This hurts my soul, but it gotta be said. Carmelo Anthony, is he washed or not?
Oh man, that's tough.
Before you answer that, let me give you some stats, because we don't have a crack staff team. We got the Stan staff team.
Yeah. We got the iPhones on.
Let me give you some stats on Carmelo Anthony, okay? So we can understand. Carmelo Anthony is a 24.1 points per game scorer, okay? He gives you 6.5 rebounds a game. He came in the league averaging almost 20 points a game. As a Knick, he was a scoring champion, averaging almost 30 points a game. This was great times. He got traded to OKC because Phil Jackson was smoking that Zen Master stuff. He was tripping. Now, let me give you a story here. Carmelo Anthony, one of the most prolific scorers. Mr. Walking Buckets, as LeBron calls him.
Absolutely.
Okay? The man can walk into with a 5-piece suit on. You give him a rock, he giving you buckets.
Absolutely.
He giving you buckets.
I could agree
it's
with
in his
that.
DNA, he got to give you buckets. 11.8 points a game. Shooting 37.5% from the field. Oh my. 21% from 3. Oof. Mr. Spot Up Jumper is putting up bench numbers.
Which he had a problem with.
Well, he didn't want to come out the bench, but he
He had a statement he came out that he didn't want to come off the bench.
With numbers like, when I saw this, my phone flickered. This is crazy. Carmelo Anthony, again, I gotta ask the question, is he washed or not?
Man, Melo's not washed, man. I think Melo's in a position where it's not conducive to what he's able to do as a basketball player. His name, his abilities, his contribution. I don't think he's a washed player. I would hate to ever hear anybody, especially a Melo fan. You're a Knicks fan. He's a Knicks fan too. Yeah, we'll put that out there. But it's hard to hear Melo and the name and Wash in the same sentence, because Melo's not washed at all. At the end of the day,
why can't he hit a shot and that transitions to something else?
Because Melo requires a different type of attention. And we talked about Russell Westbrook, and we talked about him being a black hole and why KD left. And after the chemistry that both of them had. Even Paul George, you seen Paul George.
Paul George just texted me. He said he got to fight to LA. He gone. He gone.
But that's what I'm saying.
He wrote me back LOL when I told him you coming back for a second season. He wrote LMAO on
that. He was
with mad emojis and a black hole emoji. I didn't know they made one.
I could agree to that because Paul George is he's a problem. You put the ball in his hand, he make it happen. So with that being said, I think Melo and both Paul George, I think Melo took the most suffering from the two. But Melo is Melo, bro. There's just no taking Melo away from Melo, man. I think Melo wanted to go to the Rockets first of all to begin with. Let's backtrack. Let's go to the beginning of the trade. Melo was trying to go to the Rockets. At the end of the day, that's where he wanted to go. Would he have been different in the Rockets? Hell yeah. Hell effing yeah. It would have been different in the Rockets. But he landed in OKC. And he did what he could in OKC. When you playing with somebody like Russell Westbrook, which I think is dynamic. It's one of the league's best point guards, which we talked about, which is really probably a two guard, not a point guard. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really establish who you are and put the points you're used to putting on when you have a Russell Westbrook who demands so much energy and attention. But don't write Melo off, man. You're a Melo fan. Don't do that to Melo.
That leads to a segment here we call the shot clock. Okay, this is where I take a moment to throw some shots at somebody. And I felt if I was gonna be authentic, I had to choose my favorite current player, Carmelo Anthony.
You're gonna regret this later, bro.
Okay, and I gotta throw some shots.
You're gonna regret this, man.
So, people, my co-host says if he went to the Rockets, it would have been different.
It would have definitely been different. You got Chris Paul, you got James Harden. James Harden is not a Russell Westbrook. Yeah, he takes mad shots and he takes control of the team, but however, he's not going to demand 40 shots a game.
That was only one game.
It doesn't matter. It's a game that matters. And if the game matters, you attest for everyone who matters in that game. Russell Westbrook denounced everybody else on his team and took 40 freaking shots. And what happened at the end of the game? They lost.
If he went to the Rockets, what option was it going to be?
He could be number 2 or number 3 option. Of course, James Harden's the number 1 option. Then you got Chris Paul and you got freaking Carmelo Anthony.
So Carmelo would have been the 3rd option.
He would have been the number 2 because Chris Paul has no. Listen, Chris Paul is a point guard. He's a pure point guard. Mm-hmm. Chris Paul has no problem taking a back seat to make sure his other players are eating at the end of the day. So Carmelo Anthony in the Rockets uniform would have definitely been the number 2 answer. And James Harden would have no problem like he does now to defer to Carmelo Anthony. Don't do that. Come on, man.
By the way, shout out to our producer. Capella is baller, but Capella gotta be breastfed.
Yeah.
Carmelo can get his own shot.
Okay.
Okay.
More so.
No shout on Capella, but you gotta be breastfed, my dude.
More so.
Melo,
that's need assist.
Melo shot 32% for the season, his lowest in his career.
He's a bad team, bro.
Okay.
He's a bad team.
Though I correct myself. He shot 40% from 3. I correct myself. I stand corrected.
That's great.
He shot 47 from the field. His minutes were 32, but he's 34 years old. But this is my problem with Melo, though. This is my problem.
Before you go to your problem, he's playing 34 minutes.
He's look at stats right here.
He's shooting 42 from the perimeter. Okay, how many is you shooting from threes?
You really want to know?
Yes, I do.
35.
Okay, that's below what we want to look for, but that's still not a trash player, bro. Don't go in on my man like that. Like he
pause. Okay, go ahead.
Pause. Don't go in on my man like that. But like he went to the OKC with the Russell Westbrook, who KD left.
Okay.
Who Oklahoma City team who had Oladipo, who didn't know how to use him, and he is in Indiana giving Cleveland problems. He balling. Cleveland won, but he gave him problems in an Indiana team. With Lance Stevenson, who balling too, man. Shout out. BK all day.
No, because you're talking shit about Lance Stevenson.
I wasn't. Was I talking shit? Was I talking? No.
Talking shit.
Hey, no, you was, listen.
And our producer was talking shit about Lance Stevenson, too.
Our producer was, listen, stop. Our producer understood.
Shots fired. Everybody get shots.
Our producer understood that Lance Stevenson, he's saucy, you feel me? He from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? And anybody who knows, listen, anybody in the league, if there's a player that's from New York City and that's from the borough of Brooklyn, you don't want them in the ISO. Because New York City parks are used to big crowds, you feel what I'm saying? So that ISO game is very important. So when you play an NBA player that's from New York City, that's from the borough of Brooklyn, and you got them on an ISO, they gonna sauce you because they used to it. You feel what I'm saying? So nobody was talking about Lance Stevenson. We said that he had game. You feel what I'm saying?
That's not exactly what we said. But not to lose track.
This guy.
Melo averaged 16.2 points a game, his lowest of his career. As a rookie, he averaged 21. Is that the Russell Westbrook effect or the Carmelo aging effect?
That's definitely the Russell Westbrook.
Father time of Russell Westbrook.
It's definitely Russell Westbrook.
16.2.
Again, I could defer back to Kevin Durant leaving OKC. Russell Westbrook, and we talked about this the other day. Don't do that. We talked about it the other day. We said, you know, Russell Westbrook does average a triple-double, which is insane. But how does he get his triple-doubles? At what cost does the triple-double come to if you're averaging it? It's something that seems would be great as a basketball player to average a triple-double because you're scoring, you're battling on the rebound end because you're getting rebounds, and also you're assisting your players. But we talked about that. We talked about the type of assist that Russell Westbrook gets. Is it a bailout assist or is it a I drew up this play assist?
We spoke about that.
And it's a bailout assist.
So it doesn't, nothing for another shot. So it doesn't bother you, 24.8 as a Nugget, 24.7 as a Knick, 16.2 on OKC.
It bothers me because he's in a
Has
system.
Melo seen that many open shots in his career that he got in OKC, in his whole career?
No,
Yes or no?
have not.
He got more open shots this season than he's ever gotten in his whole
No,
career.
I don't think so.
I would have to disagree.
Why?
Because you have Russell Westbrook that takes the attention of the whole defense kicking out to Melo, and a lot of times Melo's building a house.
Yes,
Habitat for Humanity, hashtag.
but like we talked about, is Russell Westbrook getting him those open looks in rhythm? Or is it what I tried to do didn't pan out, so I got to kick it up?
Well, open shot is an
Basketball,
open shot.
sports is a game of rhythm. Basketball is a game of rhythm. Football is a game of rhythm. Hence why momentums are so important. So if you are in a position where you are in rhythm, like the Golden State Warriors, when everybody just knocks everything down, when the board's in rhythm, if you're in rhythm and you're giving the player the ball, is different than when you're out of rhythm and you try to do something yourself and you got caught and you fucked up and now you got to kick the ball out. That's different.
So
A true point guard will get his team. Yes, Russell Westbrook plays at 100 miles an hour. We get that. But it's not about playing 100 miles an hour. It's figuring out what your team is playing as a whole and trying to match that rhythm.
Are we putting these jerseys in the casket or not? Because I know he's not hanging it up because he got $28 million left on his contract. He's
That's
going to come
different.
back.
That's different.
I want to know, and I want the fans to let us know, you putting Melo's jersey in the casket or not? Should we play Undertaker's music? Should he come with the purple glove and drag my man out?
Don't do that. But as far as the 28 million, who do you think will pick Melo up at 28 million?
Well, OKC, I would think would keep him for $28 million. Melo's not going to opt out because nobody's giving him $28 million. Nobody's giving him half of $28 million if he opts out.
Why?
Because he's damaged goods.
Why? Because the OKC season?
Because he's 34 years old. He just had the worst season of his career. Why would I take him on my team and give him anything near
But
that?
the year before, he had the best season number-wise in New York.
No, he did not. His best season in New York was 2013 where he averaged 28.7. Last year in New York, he had 22.4.
But he was injured.
Okay, more reason why I shouldn't invest $28 million in your light-skinned ass. I'm just saying. Pause. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
This is just to give y'all a heads up. If y'all haven't caught it already, this is what the segment Shot Clock is about. He taking shots, and for him to take shots at his favorite player in the league,
Nobody's safe.
Yeah, nobody is safe. He taking shots. So every segment, and we definitely want the viewers' input on that, on who should be on the Shot Clock, where we're taking shots at him. Shot clocks are 24 seconds.
New name alert, the beige brick. New name alert. Mel, no, new name alert.
Hey, Melo, look, man, you not no beige brick, man.
The beige brick. You know, the Baltimore beige brick.
He-
We got the Habitat for Humanity called. They said they want Melo to sponsor them because
Hey,
he built half the houses. If
listen.
he was in Haiti, Haiti would be built already. He put enough bricks, he would build Gongwa, Port-au-Prince, everything. He got enough bricks.
With the barbecue
Barbecue
ballers.
ballers. He can build, he can
listen,
rebuild.
He in his bag right now, so
You
he
know what I'm
taking
saying?
shots, Melo.
Trump has hired, breaking news, Trump has hired Mel to build the wall because he got enough bricks to do it. The beige bricklayer is what's gonna help Trump make America great again.
Melo,
Okay?
Melo, he
Melo is making America great one brick at a time. Okay? Melo has made enough bricks to fill the gender gap. He has built enough bricks to end slavery and racism. He can just make bridges for everybody with the bricks he's laying.
Melo.
Okay?
Hey, stop that, man. It's your favorite player, man.
Okay.
Melo, he don't mean that. He don't